the Bachelorette. It is Mary, and it is
Alma
up in this mug, y'all, and it is quite a bit. Peter, you are a loser.
Who,
Pizza
Peter?
boy.
Well, he served Will with papers.
You really thought you dropped the mic.
Well, he served Will with papers, and
Will's like, okay, whatever.
Well, but he better not say whatever, because if he has to go to court, he should pick up the paper and go to court.
You were on a damn TV show. Go away.
Well, he's saying that he's defaming him or something like that. But how can you prove that it was Will who did that?
Oh, it's back on. We're now seeing Ryan, the one who wrote out all those notes in the beginning.
Oh, yes.
What was it about Michelle that made you think that you guys would be a good match?
For me, someone that has a big heart and that's loving is probably the number one factor I want in a partner. And I saw that in Michelle. I had a genuine connection with her, and I honestly...
Why is everybody tapping everybody else?
I actually thought I would. And,
this is the guy who made notes on Michelle before he...
No, he actually made a binder full. Books full.
Binder. Yeah, it was like a whole binder.
Why?
Let's talk about it.
Why would you bring them?
Why? I mean, my girlfriends that watched The Bachelor that gave me their genuine...
Girlfriend? I thought it was your friend's
your
wife.
Your brother's wife.
And wanted me to,
now it's your girlfriend?
Just like I wanted to find love. And there was no disingenuous actions with that.
I think some of the concerns we had...
Olu is just smiling. Olu.
Did you write who your dream girls were in the note section? Because you said you wrote that part. And not one of those girls looked like Michelle at all.
Woo!
But the characteristics of my dream girl is exactly what...
Let's put the camera on the black woman in
the
the audience. Y'all shady.
Okay. I
mean, I can show... if you want to... I can bring it out. It's backstage. I'll bring it out right now.
Oh boy, he brought the stuff. He still has it.
Most teachers feel like teaching is like who they are rather than just a job. They take it super personally. It's not like a 9-to-5 thing to most of them. So make it seem like you were super interested in that.
That was sent to me.
Why do the other people not think
Through
that
mail?
they're capable of like showing genuine interest?
No, they were saying like because I had 1 week to prepare, so I was like,
nobody prepared.
You shouldn't have to be prepared to be interested in dating someone. Or
go ahead, keep going.
be descriptive on describing things. You will beat
Also sent
me more.
Read it through before.
No, I
It's
didn't.
so-
No.
So you said multiple
so
times that you've
weird.
never seen The Bachelor, but you were on The Bachelor live. Like, how does that even square up?
This is hard. This is hard for me to listen to. And PJ, we both went home not too long after. We didn't get one-on-one opportunities because
My fault, man. I want to first off say, I formally apologize to all the guys for taking that time that first night. And a lot of guys got sent home that never even got an opportunity to talk to her, and that's on me, guys.
That's on me, guys.
You got caught, and that's why you're apologizing. If you made it all the way to top 5, top 4, your mouth would be shut right now, and no one would know about those notes. It's the only reason you're exposed right now. You have nothing else to do but apologize.
He's like,
These men are very vocal.
Yes.
This is all you do.
Ooh, wow.
Nah, go away, man. That's what you think. You have zero integrity, dude. Get out of here.
Ooh, he said, get out
Yes,
of here.
Part Deep,
He said you got
yes.
zero integrity. Ooh,
There's
child.
actually other men we need to speak about tonight, and one of those men is Martin. Martin definitely rubs some of you guys the wrong way, especially you, Olu. Why was that?
Why was that?
You guys saw, like I said, Martin is two-faced. I mean, it's true. For Michelle, I think it was the wrong person. A lot of the guys, they were just, fooled, and I wasn't buying it at all. So
I was one of those guys. I was fooled.
That was fool.
I like you. I want to like you. But I was so disappointed when I saw that triple whammy of misogyny. You called Miami women high maintenance. Right. You referred to them as females, and you said that Michelle was not like other girls.
I was trying to give her a compliment. And
What?
I think, like I said, it came off.
Man,
You were not
Trying to
giving Michelle a
compliment.
compliment. You're an idiot.
I did lie at the end.
You said you lied?
To her.
You lied to her.
Yeah, because I
How is
said.
that a foundation of building a good relationship when you spend
He lied throughout.
Don't explain. There's nothing to explain. Just apologize and shut up.
Because she wasn't giving me the shot to explain myself in the moment. I felt like I was respecting
She
her.
did, but you kept on over-talking her.
Yeah.
That's not what I heard on the streets.
That's what I heard on
No
the streets.
I
integrity.
really don't think you heard. The rumor on the street was, Martin, that throughout the whole process of the show, you had a girlfriend.
Ooh, he had a
Oh, wait,
girlfriend.
you said what?
We're finished filming, we're back here, and you're all of a sudden in a relationship. So I just wanted to put it out there.
It's been a couple months.
But I don't think that's the statement was that you had a girlfriend.
I denied. I said I denied. I did date before. She wasn't my girlfriend. She would like I didn't live with her. It's not the case.
Did you break up with her, or did you take a
I
break to
wasn't with
go
her.
on the show?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
How am I with her?
So of course you did to go on the show.
We don't have our phones on us. How am I with somebody?
He does have a
You had a
phone?
girlfriend, let's be honest.
You told Peter, and Peter's the loudest mouth in the world. So once it came back around, and I heard everyone was talking about it, I'm like, come on. Do you feel differently now? Do you still feel like Michelle made a mistake?
No, I honestly, and I would love to speak to her and to explain all this to her.
No,
just
please
to be
don't.
perfectly clear, you did not come on the show with a girlfriend.
I did not come on the show to go.
Right. And she's here right now.
No. That would have been so good. Oh, his face looked like, oh my God. He's like, what?
You actually got yourself into some trouble when claiming that.
I feel like Martin needed more time. We didn't really get to dig into how he was a liar.
What I said may have come off a little strong.
No,
My intention
it was a lie.
Yo, all these men out here trying to sweeten what they did.
Was that part of the idea? No. In regards to that, I had an issue with him kind of speaking over with Michelle. I think you gotta let a strong woman like that speak for herself,
Yeah.
and then you can ask questions and then make statements.
Yeah. Yeah, Rick.
The day that you made your
My
big
Ricky.
performative display,
Yeah, we all liked
well,
Rick.
Chris is going home because
And
he
Casey.
was
Y'all know I
Casey
picked
too.
him from the beginning. He was
And it
on my
like,
team.
Well, where did this come from? Oh, I guess he's trying to save himself on his white horse.
Did you guys ever know the question?
I know. I did.
That
think
was
he
so stupid.
There's not an apology. There's no. I mean,
Yeah.
I think.
You know, like I said, it might have come off a little strong, and I didn't mean that.
Oh, he
So,
interrupt-
like
he
I said,
interrupted
I said,
Tisha.
you know,
Like
my
I
intentions
said.
were genuine, and I'll leave it at that.
Oh, he's not gonna apologize.
I was roommates with him in Minneapolis, and I would just say I don't believe him right now, and the reason why is there was at one point he told me he's had better looking women. His
And Michelle.
So I know.
So he
I don't
said
think
better
it's a he
women,
said thing. I mean,
better
Peter-
looking women.
Hold on, wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute.
Hilarious.
Oh, what about you?
Oh man.
What do you?
He. Oh, Luke.
Honestly, don't you ever in your life have a low IQ, literally. You're looking at black excellence right here.
Ooh. You go ahead,
Yes,
oh, Luke.
yes,
Tell him like it is.
yes.
Let him know,
You the
okay?
one with the low IQ.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes. Okay, don't. Bring down the house, okay? He's telling him off.
Woo! Yes, honey, yes.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, wait.
Oh, man, he's letting him know. He's letting him know. He's letting him know, okay?
Oh, Luke,
Okay?
calm,
You come
calm,
say to
oh,
my
Luke,
face.
Oh, Lou.
Just
You
duck
black
down.
excellence. Let's keep it that way.
You don't want none of that, Chris.
You don't want none of that.
Chris-
You'll be
Chris
20
looks
feet
scared.
under.
Chris was like, are they just going to allow him to come to me?
Air some of these things out. I know it wasn't easy, but
Ooh.
the drama isn't over
Hot.
quite yet.
This is
There's
hot.
one man who is noticeably absent, a man who created so much chaos
Oh,
in the house
Lord.
that we saved him for last.
Mm.
That's right, Jamie is here. He's
Mm.
backstage and is ready to face off.
Jamie, ooh, they ready for you.
Crazy ass.
Jamie's lucky Nate is not here because Nate will be ready for you.
Oh, my God.
Oh my goodness, this is so hot. Oh,
Yeah,
Lou.
don't you ever disrespect my
ever.
African brother.
Oh, Lou
Okay?
said- oh, Lou
His IQ
said-
probably higher than you having your little pinky finger.
Well, first of all, exactly.
And
But-
talking about low IQ. Look at yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. You can tell you have a low IQ.
And just interrupting Michelle, try
Yeah.
to speak for her, try to speak over her. Oh, she did. She dealt with him real good. He was the one who came when she was in a date with Nate, right?
Who?
Chris S.
Yeah, that was that idiot who came and rolled up saying, I need to talk to you right now.
I cannot
And
believe that you've chosen that you're having a date with Nate when I'm the one who gave you this, warned you and all this stuff. And
You
she's
should be
like,
thanking me or some crazy stuff. I gave you the information that you wanted.
And that evening he went home. He was gone.
Let's talk about this disrespectful thing he said about Michelle. He said better looking women than Michelle suck his weenie.
Yeah.
Who the are you? How dare you?
But you see, this
I'm
is
not surprised though. I'm not surprised because he looks like the type who.
It's like what that guy said. Misogynist. The other guy with the other blonde hair. He saying.
I don't know why you dyed your hair, Romeo. It is not a good look. I'm gonna just tell you that right now, brother.
Oh, that's Romeo, isn't it?
That man had black hair. Why?
I know it's totally white. It's not even blonde. It's white. It's like a grayish kind of color.
What is this?
No, Martin? He didn't. He refused to pound.
Well, he was like, oh,
yeah, he was like,
he's
no,
not one to like you.
He said no.
What is with men in these blonde tips? It's not a cute look. This is not in sync. This is not the 2000s.
Okay. Anyhow, Olu, I love the fact that he says you're looking at black excellence here. Because I think Olu is like some kind of computer engineer or something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what Chris S. does. We got to see what he does.
He probably was at the Starbucks down the street.
So I think there's a little bit of jealousy on his part. One, Olu is smarter, probably has a better job, makes more money. Oh, and then stronger.
Okay.
And then more
Y'all
handsome.
see that chocolate dripping off that man?
So I think it's a lot of just jealousy there, I think, with Chris S.
Yeah, but we don't...
And then also I think he has, like what you said, we don't want to say short man syndrome, because there's some short guys who are very confident, but for him,
but they have that tendency. You have to work really hard to get over it.
Yeah, he has this, he
does have short man tendencies.
He wanted her to kind of remember him, so that she doesn't pick him. I think that day, if he had not spoken, probably he would have been one of the ones.
Hell no. Hell no.
Gone. No,
I don't think he would have been.
No, remember
you mean
that
like
day
to leave?
Right, to leave.
Yeah. He would have been one of the ones to leave.
Because that's what he said originally. He had to find a way
I definitely have secured my spot.
For someone to remember him. Because you will not have been there as long as you were. So
I was shocked he was even there.
Very, very
I thought he was going to be gone the second or third night, to be honest.
Yeah, but I'm happy that, I'm happy the way Olu stood there for us. And it looked like he got really scared at one point. He was like, as though he's like looking to the women, are you all not going to stop him? And Tisha would look like she wanted to say something, and she sat back and was like, what's going on? And and Olu just laughed, and I guess when he saw the fear in Chris S.'s eyes, he said, okay, I made my point. And he laughed and went back to his seat.
But yeah,
that was funny.
But the two men got up and were like, okay.
Olu.
But yeah.
That was too funny.
I mean, Olu, like I said, keep it black excellence, We're not fighting nobody in these streets now.
No, he was fighting the street, but he just, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I cool knock you out, though, too.
Yeah, he know that.
To the Bachelorette, the men tell all.
How are we not going to talk about Martin starting the rumor with Jamie? I feel like everybody's just forgotten about that.
No, but we'll remember. Let's see.
I know the men will have a
Hopefully they'll show the whole thing, how it started. Look at him. Look at people. People looking like this.
He sits there blowing kisses.
I think he thinks people will like him. Everybody's looking like this.
I'm doing fabulous.
Look at the people in the audience. They're just like looking at him with disgust.
You and Michelle seem to have
he looks
great
sick.
connection right off the bat.
Look at the women in the back. Look at him with disgust.
That's your boy, girl. That's your boy.
I liked his smile. I did. I liked his smile. He seemed really nice. Just
you got this.
And he has this positive energy. I think that Jamie and I have a lot of chemistry. I think that we're very compatible.
Today was a good day.
This was where Michelle was looking real confused.
And feeling like, wait, there is actually a bridge here. When we're together, it's so intentioned and so meaningful.
He licked the top of her lip before he kissed her.
And I know that you have.
He's not even a good kisser, but he thinks he is. That's what's so gross. When the guy thinks he's a good kisser of men.
For me personally, I just don't really care. But it's just like
they didn't show Martin.
That first night when all of y'all walked in was the first night that I was meeting every single one of you for the first time. I want to open it up for questions. don't feel like it necessarily should be a quiet.
Look at Will like.
I know. I'm shocked because I haven't once talked about them two knowing each other. She thinks now that we, as a collective, question her character.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about too. Yeah. Who told her that? So does anyone want to own that? Does anyone want to step up?
Oh, the guy was right in
Look
front
at
of me.
Jamie. Look at Jamie.
Like, I'm not gonna jump in and be like, yeah, it was me.
We only get so much time with Michelle, so who really had the time to talk to her about, like, you know, jokes and...
I'm not dedicated to being like the nice guy or the good guy. That's not it. There's just not really a competition between me and the guys that are here. I think that the challenging part with Michelle right now is that she's basically just in spring break mode.
Is absolutely sick. The level, like, how did he think he would get away with it?
Jamie, is that true? Is that something that you brought to her attention?
What do y'all feel like the actual issue is?
She opened the floor for everybody in cricket, and you stood quiet.
Snake, bro.
How is it snake?
Because you should like do a pillow talking behind our backs, and then when you had the opportunity to say something,
Did
you
you talk behind anybody's back?
we did, bro. You had a chance to
I feel like our trust.
They didn't show
was
Martin
completely
starting it.
because I feel like
Yeah.
this drama was created around my character. Like you put that out there, Jade. Like you did.
She was so hurt by Jamie.
That's not protecting me whatsoever. I'm very hurt by you right now. I do think it's best that I walk you out. Good night.
Thank you.
I will not stand to be manipulated in conversations and call my character.
Looking dumb. Here's him.
People are like booing him.
Can we talk about Martin?
Michelle.
That's actually probably one of the best first impressions I've had. Yeah. Like, we just walked up and, like, instantly just started riffing, just talking. I would actually say pretty much the
man is a
entire experience for me
narcissist.
and Michelle was
He's just
it was
smiling like nothing bad's gonna happen to
Really see
him.
a future with Michelle.
I'll say that with the time that I had with her, I found myself excited for what the next moment could be or might be.
Well, things actually
voice
took a
is
pretty
trembling.
drastic turn on the post-shoot date. You said some pretty hurtful comments about the men and Michelle. What did you mean when you said it felt like Michelle was on spring break mode?
That's actually a good comment, yeah, or a good question.
Good
because I
comment.
think that what's
He
missing
thought
from
that
that
was a
moment is
good comment.
context of what happened. There had been this thing where I actually walked
That was when
into
she
Sydney
was kissing
while she was
Brandon.
having an intimate moment with one of the other castmates.
Brandon.
And so the spring break comment was more so about me just being one of 20 guys.
Bring back memories, bad memories. You're just doing more of the same you're doing in the house. I was under your spell, man. I looked up to you, you know? I
Looked
wanted
up
be
to
like
him,
you.
Romeo.
I was so foolish thinking that. Look, you called Michelle easy on TV.
You took a shot at Joe, at Brandon, and at all of us.
If you want to take that and say that, hey, that's who you really are, like, I'm not going to try to shift your
You said those things, so as a man, you have to own up to it. You have to own up for your words and your actions.
So I think there's three pieces to that. The first one is saying that we're on different levels, right? I will say
You
just
are on a different
fundamentally,
level.
right? Like,
You're
Other
No human being
mean,
is better than
evil,
another human being.
condescending,
Amongst the
things
variety,
you say, but we would love every time we
cowardly
confronted you,
level.
We'd love to just hear a straight answer that didn't take paragraphs and parables to wind around.
That's it. Just
Jamie.
open your mouth.
There's
Yeah.
two different Jamies. There's one who's in the room who's telling us all, you're amazing, you're a magnificent spirit, you're the best.
Magnificent spirit.
Casey is funny.
I like
As soon as he
Casey.
got off camera, he's saying, yo, these guys aren't. Michelle is on spring break. That's Jamie.
Guys, I hate to do this, but we're going to take a quick break. So we'll
That's
be
okay.
right back with the Bachelorette.
We are fine with a break.
Jamie looks very nervous.
Very durable because
He's
everybody
like,
around him, anybody he sees is looking at him like this.
he's literally like, why the F did I come here?
Hot mess. Hot mess. Yeah, that's. Jamie. That's
My
Real House. Well, Real
Ultimate
Housewives.
girls trip. I wonder why it was only Cynthia and
We've
Kenya
got a
that
commercial
went.
for Real Housewives, Ultimate Girls Trips. Oh,
Yeah.
it's streaming. It's not gonna be.
It's on Peacock.
Yeah, but it's streaming there. Yeah, but yeah, I wish they had shown a little more.
They did not show who started it,
That
and it was Martin.
It was Martin.
Let's not forget that Martin was the first red flag. It was Martin and then Jamie.
And then
Martin
Jamie
didn't have to say anything because Jamie went and took it.
Jamie went dark. He went really dark with it.
Martin was like,
And
I
even
was just trying
Martin
to sprinkle a little light rumor.
Yes.
But he started it though.
Yeah.
He is the main. That's why I thought that they both should have went home. And I was shocked that there was two men there.
Yes.
One of the guys is not there. The other
Was
black
it
guy that
Leroy?
had the blonde tips.
Leroy
Leroy is not there. Oh my god, Leroy's not there.
No, I did see Leroy there.
He's at the mental hall.
Oh, I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen Leroy, and I haven't seen that other guy.
Spencer. It was Spencer and another guy.
Yeah, it was the guy that had the blonde
there.
tip. He was the other black guy. It was the other black guy that had the blonde hair. Romeo did not have blonde hair before we got on this show.
Okay.
It was another guy, but he is not there.
Okay.
But yeah,
it seems like some men are missing.
Yeah, at least a solid 4 or 5.
Yeah, it seems like some men are missing.
Yeah,
but yeah, and then Jamie went really dark with that conversation. I remember. Yeah, and even Martin looked uncomfortable.
But Martin started it, and that's what matters. He started it. Jamie just went and lit the thing on fire, but Martin started the flames. Okay, Jamie said, "I'm gonna take this bucket of gasoline. I'm gonna throw it on fire." And then Martin said, "Oh, okay, time for me to go." He took his little wine and his blonde hair and his 8 earrings. That I got to get out of here, y'all. But yeah,
Jamie was just, and I think what happened with Jamie? He got upset because remember Michelle gave Brandon a rose.
Yeah, and he was saying, "I'm so sure I'm the one who's going to get it."
Because they had gone, how they go to the back with Michelle and they talk individually.
Facts.
And so after he had done all that with her and they had kissed, right? Michelle, when they came and they sat down, Michelle gave Brandon this rose, and it bothered Jamie because he's thinking, because that was the time he was kissing where it looks like he thinks he can kiss, but he really does not know how.
He was talking in circles because remember he was talking about
her poem.
No, he had to explain why his poem was trying. He was trying to explain how his poems correlated to her because remember he was talking about some little girl in the woods and some BS. It wasn't even about yourself.
Yes.
So he was like, this is how it makes sense. Da da da. And even Michelle was like, yeah, she was very confused. She just leaned in to kiss him, probably to shut him up. Yeah. And then he thought, well, ooh, she leaned in. But no, she was feeling Brandon. She wasn't feeling you, Jamie. Yeah. And so that's why he got upset, went to the producer, and it's like, I can't, someone who's like on this spring break mode. Because Brandon was I guess the youngest there. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, back with Jamie.
I know Jamie. Let's go.
Bachelorette, the men tell all. Let's get back to it. Jamie, just to bring it back to
good. He's still there. Good.
Because they were talking about the rumors. But you had brought up to Michelle that guys were questioning her character and talking about her dating somebody. I want to open it to the guys. How about you, Rodney? What do you think?
Now I see it all play back on the episode, Jamie, and I remember specifically that night you told all of us, hey guys, remember, what you say is all out on TV. So someone needs to fess up right now. And obviously you saying that, we're believing you like, okay, you're right, it can't be Jamie.
Look at him!
And seeing it all play out, I'm just like, bro, why would you do that? We had this vision of you, we had this image of you.
Jamie looks very uncomfortable. It's
and
all in his face. He's like,
he was also the oldest. We want to help you build yourself back up. So all we're asking for is you to just apologize for that and let's move on.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, we're trying to redeem you, Jamie.
And he's like, I don't need you to redeem me, boy, please.
She didn't come downstairs and give us her speech, and then we all sat around and talked about it as a circle, that we all talked.
No.
Yeah, I think why when the guys ask, wouldn't you just fess up and say, it was actually me?
So the actual reason behind that, though, is that I think there was 2 levels of understanding in regards to the rumor. The first one was, oh my God. Do y'all want to know what I'm actually thinking? I want to share fully. If you just want a statement.
But you're lying.
It's a straight answer.
There's 2 parts.
I think that there's 2 levels of understanding there.
It's 2 levels of understanding.
And am I bothered by it?
He's BS.
And the other level of understanding was, it's not about you being bothered by it. Did you talk about it?
Nobody in the house was talking about it. You were the only one bothered by it. You created a rumor that Michelle's character is getting questioned, and you didn't want to confess. It's an easy confession. Hey, Michelle, that's me creating a fake narrative because no one believed it. No one questioned her.
I asked you about it, Nate brought it up. Just like, why not step up and be like, it was me, and this is the way I felt about it.
He also conflated it with the story about the light-skinned baller that she was out on a date with, which no one had heard of. No one had even heard that story. So when everybody's talking, it sounds like everybody's talking about that story. And when she came out and she was hurt, you have to think about what your actions are going to do.
That's a sick Joker smile.
I don't think you've ever owned up to that.
He did not care.
Look at he still smiling like this man is sick.
He has mental problems.
He's like, this is him the whole time.
Whatever you had to think about.
He
but
has
in
mental
that moment,
problems.
when she came down with that pain and the tears on her face, it just seemed like you just kept trying to deflect or go in a different direction and rather than just answering simple questions.
Right.
And that was the problem I had with you about
I think you want to know why. Just why. Why didn't you confess?
There's 3 parts.
Yeah, so first question
He wasn't trying to be Mr. Nice Guy.
And if you remember when
The first part
is a disrespect.
Like when she walked up, the first thing out of my mouth was, hey, I'm surprised by this because I specifically told you that the guys were not disrespectful towards your character.
But you continue to commit to the lie and to gaslight everybody, right? Is this what you do in real life too?
Because you're still...
He says, how you still BSing me, bro?
Sit here and play along with the narrative when we all know that we sat down and talked about this as a group. Like, PJ, you were one of the first people to speak up when we sat there as a group.
I talked to you about it at the bar, and you just sat there like it wasn't you, bro. That's what I'm talking about. You never fessed up. You never said it was me. You were like, yeah, man, I don't know who it is. Who was...
So you never asked who was it?
I mean, do I have to ask? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, who got time to talk to Michelle about this? And then you
I genuinely, in the moment we were all talking, planned, like, was going to say something. Like, yeah, I was the one that said it.
But you were
again,
sitting there for a while.
You never planned on saying it, liar.
I felt like you were genuine at first, but to see that, it's like I got stabbed in the back, bro, straight up.
All right, well, thank you for being
Let's
here.
talk about how Nate was stabbed in the back. You feel me, bro? Yeah.
Yes, Nate is not here. So, no. Nate is not here. If Nate was here, he would have told him off.
And later, we've got an exclusive sneak peek of what I think that just might be the wildest and most emotional season of The Bachelor ever. It's all coming up when The Bachelorette, the men tell all returns.
The
Tisha,
most
who are you
emotional.
gonna be with? Maybe she could find someone out of this group of men.
Tisha, you need to skip your ass back to Zach. That's the only person. Okay, you don't find a love like that.
But you know something?
Twice in a lifetime. You don't. You just don't. So you need to go figure out whatever the hell happened. Y'all need to both go to therapy. You need to go skip yourself back to Zach. And y'all need to work this
and you
out.
guys work it out.
This is BS.
Like all the stuff that your families had to go through. You know? You guys work it out. You know? I mean, listen.
My eye twitching.
Engagements are not
supposed to be taken lightly.
Yeah. And, you know, sometimes you guys will have, like, things that you may not agree on. And sometimes also, I mean, how about, even if you guys are far away, I never understand breaking up because you guys are not, like, living in the same state. First of all, you've moved to New York.
Facts.
Even if you were busy, that does not matter. How about those women who have husbands who are in the army?
Yeah.
Or men who have wives who are in the army.
Yeah.
And they're gone for months.
Or years.
Yeah, like, you don't just break up for something like that. That makes zero sense. This life is a long life. It's wonderful if you can find someone who loves you, cares so deeply about you, that you can navigate this life with, you know? Instead of, I mean, you're like 30 and he is, what, like 35, and you guys just, like, break up on that love that you guys have simply because you guys cannot get your schedule together. That makes zero sense.
Not a lick of sense.
You know, it just makes me feel like, were you guys ever really into each other?
Well, we know Zach was, but I think he's not her type.
Well, Tasha, you know, it took her a while before she even really, like,
came around
to
and even at the salsa thing, she was distant.
Even all the way towards the very end, she was entertaining people like Ben. Like, Ben came back when it was just, 3 of them? So even then, she did not know. Even then, she was trying to find someone other than Zach.
Yeah.
You know, and then Ben wouldn't tell her what she wanted to hear, so she had to send him on that day. But it's like, you know, Tisha, you just have to really, so maybe she just wasn't, and she's just like, I can't be with someone that I am not feeling like that. You know, maybe there was more love on Zach's side than on her side, and she just wasn't feeling that, and so it's best to go with someone where you feel, you know. And I really hope, because she's such a wonderful person, I really hope she finds what she's looking for, because it will be a shame if you missed out on, you know, true love.
Yeah.
You know, but maybe, hopefully, you know, you'll find someone. Anywho, what do you think about, they showed Clayton's season? What do you think about that?
They said it's a most emotional season yet. When the man start crying, then you know it's an emotional season.
I thought Matt's season was so emotional. Like, he just seemed this.
Well, that's because he was the main one crying, but this one's all the women crying, plus Clayton.
Yeah, Matt's season, the women were crying. Well, not as much. I don't know. But he was crying quite a bit. Okay, we're back.
We tried really hard, and I still love him very much, and I'm not sure what the future holds. And you know how it is, it's really tough. I sadly do know how it is, and it's really hard, but we're here for you, and obviously want you to be happy. Thank you.
So she said so in this thing.
Oh, well, from one broken heart to another, this man won over the Bachelor Nation and Michelle with his endless energy.
Why did we leave that for the end?
He's the apple of our eye. Rodney, come on up here.
How did we miss it? Anyway, I should just, anyways, my fault.
So why did she start talking about that?
Thank you for being here.
Of course.
You and Michelle seem to have so much fun together, connected on so many levels. But of course, after meeting your family, Michelle had to send you home. We're gonna let Tisha have a minute. Rodney.
Y'all are stupid. Why would y'all do this?
Oh my goodness.
It's like one juicy apple right there.
Oh my god.
What kind of apple is it? Like ambrosia?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm definitely a Granny Smith.
I never.
You know, I have problems with Bachelor Nation. I do.
I'm confused. Why did she?
In the middle of the men tell all, y'all couldn't leave that for the end.
Okay, now y'all got me twisted. Oh, hold on, what is that, girl? Is that lasagna? Hold on, no, I gotta taste the crust.
We laughed so hard together, and there's that chemistry that I've been looking for as well.
Okay, that was my fault.
That's just, for Michelle and I, it's very easy to have fun with each other. We're just always smiling, cracking jokes.
Is it normal to be blindfolded this much early on in a relationship?
She's so amazing. It's something I've always truly been looking for. She really makes me feel like I can just be me around her. I've never been the tallest and the most handsome. I'm so used to being the underdog. But I want to do whatever I can to win her heart and show her what we can be.
He may be short, but he, got his muscles.
Yeah, and he's funny.
Nicely built, and he's cute.
Yeah, Ronnie's fine.
I think we're just shocked. Like, I'm still like shocked on Tasha.
I'm still shocked that you guys would do that to that woman on TV, and then it's hard for you to even be authentic, Katie, because you're there like from one broken heart. As she looks to the camera, from one broken heart to another.
Because she broke up with her guy, but now she has met somebody else that she's with, and she's now engaged.
I don't know why they did that so randomly in the middle of the show. That's weird.
Every single step, I just
And
get
Tisha's
closer and closer with her, and I know like
eyes were dry.
Because just
I think maybe she was also in shock.
It's so serious.
I know.
As she looks down at her empty ring finger.
This is the young lady.
She's amazing.
I can definitely envision Michelle as my future wife.
best friend and my partner in crime.
I would be the luckiest man in the world.
I just want to be a person, and I'm definitely falling in love with you. I know the strong feelings that I have.
I have no problem getting down on one knee and making her officially my fiance.
Joe.
Oh, he still took her hand.
Yeah.
As he walked away.
It's just the feelings of like our other relationships.
I am falling in love with you. I need you to know that that's something that doesn't change easily. You know, I'm always gonna care about you, Michelle, like forever.
Riley is such an amazing person, and I've been waiting my whole life for a man like that.
Bye, Michelle.
It is hard to have to let that go.
Oh, Rodney.
This isn't easy. Michelle and I definitely could have had something very special, something very long lasting. Clearly, Michelle saw her future with someone else. It hurts. I wanted her, I wanted this. I don't know, I thought it was perfect.
Well, we could tell there's a little distance between Michelle and Rodney, especially that last date where she got done pulling away. Unfortunately, she just feels it more with someone else. Yeah,
It's a lot, you know, watching that back. Definitely bittersweet, I'd say. I'm so glad that
I gotta
she
see
knew
what's
I was
going on
definitely
Tasha's
all in.
Instagram.
Obviously, when her and I spoke, sadly, it was just a little too little too late.
I thought you said lit. I was like, hold on, wait
I
a second.
understand that, and the way I move and my pace is a little bit slower than it should have been, maybe. You know, all I wanted to make sure that she knew is how much I care about her, and that I am all in for her. And I'm so glad that she saw that, she noticed that.
Yeah.
We had a very special moment where she told me, no matter what, I'm always going to be Team Rodney. And that meant the world to me.
Yeah, we all are. We all are.
And I made sure to let her know, no matter what, I'm always going to be Team Michelle.
How nice was it to introduce Michelle to your mom?
Yeah, it was it was crazy because, you know, moms had a couple rules, no costumes. I broke that night one. So that was a rough start. And then obviously me running around shrieking is never a good look.
We all thought it was a good look.
We could see your muscles in your chest when you were naked.
I appreciate it. I barely survived, but I'm glad that I'm glad that
he
we
was
got
fit.
through that moment.
Yeah.
Michelle saw what I'm about.
What was it like reuniting with your mom and telling her about your experience?
For me to be in that situation and for my parents to see how excited I was to come home immediately after that, you know, my parents knew. They knew at that moment in time I was definitely heartbroken and I was going through it. But they stepped up to the plate and just kind of picked me back up on my feet and said, you know, everything happens for a reason and God has a plan for you and everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. So, are you looking forward to seeing Michelle tonight? Are there still some feelings there?
I'm excited to see Michelle. You
Yeah.
know, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm rooting for her no matter what. So all I hope is that she finds her one true love because she's so amazing.
Well, we're all rooting for you to be happy as
There
well.
are 3 guys, I'll say 4, who were
Thank you so
really
much for being here.
Team Michelle.
All of us hope you
Rodney,
find love.
Olu,
Maybe on the beaches of Mexico.
Brandon, and Rick.
I don't know. I don't think so too. Okay, when we come back, some amazing moments that you didn't get to see. And yes, we still have that first sneak peek of Clayton's season of The Bachelor. What you will see might truly shock you. It's really that insane. So don't go away.
Nice buns, Rodney. Rodney! I see you playing in the NBA, boy. Do it back. Rodney. I see you. Now he said that was God, though. That was. Oh my goodness. There's a naked person. I'm actually going to vomit. Where's the bucket?
Security. Security.
Thank you, security.
The guy took off his whole clothes and danced in front of Rodney with his weenie. That's some crazy stuff.
I guess he wanted to call Rodney later on tonight. They go to the club together.
Do you think they staged that? Isn't it like every time they have something that goes on? That was too wild. He just started to take off his clothes and what?
Why would the man want to see your weenie? Yeah. I definitely did not want to see that.
That was insane. Oh my God, The Matrix is coming up again?
I hope they give that black woman her credit because she's the one that made the movie and then they stole it from her.
Oh yeah, that lady who she wrote it and sent
Resurrection. I hope I'm gonna have to look and see who the director is.
Yeah.
Because they stole that movie from that woman.
Well, she sent it
to them and they never got back to her.
Let's just say allegedly, because we don't want to get sued.
But not allegedly.
Allegedly, this lady said she's African American. She said that she sent in her the play,
the manuscript,
called The Matrix. She sent it in, and they actually rejected her, whoever she sent it in to. And then later on, she comes to find out, and I don't know if it's the people who actually rejected it, or maybe they sold it to somebody else. But anyhow, it ends up with these guys. I know their name starts with W something Brothers, and they are the ones who do the first Matrix. And she's in court with them. At the time when I heard about this, it was on a YouTube. She was doing it. Someone was interviewing her. That was like a couple of years ago. And she says that right now they're in court so she could get her credit. Because, that was a movie that was very, very well received. And she had said that in fact, Neo was her actual play was Neo was a black man. And, but she had all these things and stuff. So that's a shame if that actually happened. I mean, that does happen, but that's a shame. So yeah, we do hope that allegedly, if that's the case, then she gets
her opportunity her money, to do the next one.
Her money or something,
gets her like credit. That. It's not easy being a writer.
Yeah. So especially when you do something that's original, that is this good. Like this Matrix went on to have, I think they had a second one and a third one, I do believe.
And now they're having a fourth or fifth one.
And now they're having the Resurrection or something. So this should be very, very interesting. I know I'll be there watching it.
I never watched them because the horror, I don't like horror films.
If you watch Twilight...
Twilight's not even... scary though.
Well, that's what I'm
saying.
There's
no blood, there's no guts, there's no
this
bullets.
One, there's no guts either, actually. But there is blood at Twilight.
Twilight isn't because they just snap off the necks. I was supposed to go that way. They just snap off the necks and it's like ice. I think the scariest part in Twilight was when she was becoming a vampire and that guy was sucking her blood or whatever. And she was like...
How about the scene where she...
I didn't see that scene, by the way, with the whole thing in the arm. I didn't see that.
The one with the baby. How about the one with the baby? That was bloody.
I did not watch that. Yeah. Ain't no way in hell.
That was too much. Going back to...
Michelle. Oh, it's already back on.
Yes. I am still like a little stunned.
We have to watch it on Hulu.
To see what happened, how they brought up Tasha.
But there's one guy who has been noticeably absent tonight. How's Clayton doing? Has he found love? Will he?
When are we going to see Michelle come out?
Sneak peek, we're about to show you.
They're doing everything so backwards.
Yeah.
Usually they do the bloopers at the end, and then they do Clayton thing right before the bloopers.
Maybe
and then
Michelle has not arrived. Maybe she just hasn't arrived or something. Maybe she's running late.
Now we only have like 30 minutes for Michelle to talk to the men.
Oh, really?
Which should really be an hour because she has a lot of people to confront.
Girls are gonna see that he's a solid guy, and he really wants to start a family.
I think Clayton's gonna be a hell of a father one day. Honestly.
They should have announced it because like I said, I would have skipped my behind over there.
Amazing at that.
All of us are very excited to see Clayton in this position. I've had so many talks with him. We've all had so many talks with him. and just know how passionate he is. But it's nice to see his personality, which he's gonna let that shine.
It would be so nice watching Clayton season.
I can't wait to see.
I'll be crying throughout the whole thing.
Juicy.
So sweet. So sweet.
And he is easy on the eyes, so it's gonna be very wonderful.
Country strong. Can't wait to see it all unfold. Here's what we've been promising you all night. It's crazy. It's emotional. It's wild. Here's your exclusive sneak peek at next season of The Bachelor. A season that very well could be the most dramatic season ever.
I'm a Midwest boy from Missouri that just wants to find love, and I can't wait to get married and have kids.
This is crazy.
I believe more than anything that my future wife is here.
So cool.
Like he gets a lot of people now.
He's looking for a wife. He's looking for long term. He's just so awesome and genuine. He's like, going to be here like with you. This is the man I'm going to spend my life with.
How much luckier can one man get? I know the one's in here. I know she is.
They really have everything I'm looking for.
They all are perfect in their own ways.
You are exactly what I've asked for.
I didn't believe it could happen, but I'm in love with three. I couldn't be more sure that I'm falling in love with you.
I'm so excited for like what's to come.
I'm falling in love with you. I am in love with you. I just want you to know that what I'm about to say is not really easy to hear. I want to be fully transparent, and I know it's not easy to hear, but I was intimate with both of you.
I've never felt pain like this before. Actual. He's in love with all three of us.
I'm so broken.
What the fuck is going on?
Hell!
Was I wrong about Country Strong?
Well, that's your boy, girl.
Any thoughts on that?
So it looks like we already know who the last two women are.
Run this heck out of a bunch of my shirt.
You know, there's honestly one thing that we know about Clayton is that he definitely wears his heart on his sleeve. So I'm really excited to see what unfolds. You know, obviously there's a lot of juice right there that we just saw. So
A lot. I am
He's
pretty
26.
excited to see that.
It's just as young
Why? Why?
Michelle is here. How will she handle seeing all the men she sent home? We'll find out. And if there's anyone who knows what that's like, it's one of our former bachelorettes, Becca Cooprin, who happens to be here in the audience right now. Hey, Becca.
Oh, she's the one who works with Tisha.
Yeah, I know. This feels right. I love it. Well, how's Thomas doing?
Thomas is
She's
wonderful.
actually with somebody
It's
now.
great. We're spending the
Herself.
holidays with our families together, and I'm actually here tonight to share some very exciting news.
Oh, tell us.
And that is that Bachelor Live on Stage is coming back very soon in the spring. We are hitting 40 cities all across the country, starting from March through May. It's going to be fun, the most interactive, immersive night for you all to feel like you can be part of the show. And the best part is that you might even see some Bachelor alumni on stage with me.
I know, I'm excited for Bachelor Live on Stage to return.
Can we get to Michelle?
You too. Love you guys.
We only have 30 minutes for Michelle. This don't make no sense.
Michelle is here. Don't go away.
Clayton, why did you tell them? Okay, everybody knows what happens in the boom boom room.
No,
why?
No.
I mean, okay, it doesn't always happen all the time. Let me give it.
But sometimes it does.
Yes. Why you had to sit there and tell them that doesn't make sense. And why are you there telling that you're falling in love with all these women?
All of them. Clayton. What the?
Well, also, I don't like the fact that they showed us who are the final two women. So, I don't...
Maybe they're not the final two.
They are, though, because there's only 2 roses. Well, there was 3. It was the final 3 women. So, we basically already know what the final 3 women look like. And there was only 2 roses left. So, my thing is, why would you guys show us that? Because now it's like we're not going to really be caring about the other relationships because we know who comes to the end.
Well, their back was turned though. I don't think I'll be.
I saw one of their faces, and then one was a blonde girl, one was a brunette girl.
Yeah.
I saw the brunette's faces already. But I don't like that y'all showed us that. Y'all couldn't cut the faces out or something. Anyway, but I just think it's very, very weird that you sat there and told them that you had sex with them. I think they would expect that.
I think maybe, you know what I'm thinking?
Because the bachelors, they typically tend to have sex with the women. Women, technically, sometimes they don't actually have sex with the men. There was one bachelorette who was out there for sure.
She was. I mean, she's engaged now, actually.
Really?
She's engaged now to somebody else, but not the person who she left with. But anywho,
but I don't know why you felt the need to say that.
Maybe they were talking among themselves, and maybe they confronted him, and they found out that he had said "I love you" to all of them, and so maybe they confronted him, and he was like, "Look, I'm actually in love with all of you." And maybe he decided to have sex with all of them because he wanted to see, he was in love with all three of them, and he wanted to see who he had that passion with. Like, if someone just totally grossed him out, then he would have been like, okay, then she's out completely. But Clayton, you're not looking very good. I don't know what. But that's your boy, though.
That's not my boy.
Tell me what
no.
That was
that is
boy
not
now.
my boy. I don't know him. I don't know him.
Strong.
No, I even coined that term. His name is Clayton. I don't know him.
He's not country strong.
No, I don't. I never even came with that term. I think you came with that term. You pegged him from the beginning.
Remember,
I never.
Yourself to be
I never said that. I never said that. What? I never said that. No, okay? No. I don't even know this man.
Oh my God,
I've never met him before. Why would I be into him? I don't even know him. I don't know him.
Okay, when does this new season come? This is
January 3rd.
Hilarious. This is going to be hilarious.
I actually I don't understand
I'm just
why
gonna sit
Clayton
back and enjoy.
I'm not even watching. I'm not watching. This is gonna be some BS. Women, if you go on there, I just feel like you should not have sex with a man. I don't feel like if I were to go on The Bachelor, I would not go and have sex or even kiss The Bachelor. I just won't. If I get booed out the season, hey, whatever. But it doesn't make sense to me.
I remember this woman who went and she did not kiss.
But she kissed him on the final.
She finally did, and that day that she kissed him, the next day she was gone.
That's why I said, girl, just kiss. Hold on to your morals.
That was too funny.
But she was Muslim, actually.
That was funny. Well, not funny, but you know,
sad.
All been waiting for the brilliant and beautiful Bachelorette herself.
With only 30 minutes left.
I know, but turn this off now. Don't.
Michelle looks really good. I like how they're all kind of coordinating. Yellow, orange, and
they have like that little ruching going on with Tayshia's dress and Michelle's dress.
And Katie's dress.
Yes, Michelle looks so beautiful. Goldish yellow is her color. Looks very pretty.
She looks good in that yellow and in blue.
Looks very pretty.
I'm so happy to be here. Oh my goodness, I'm here right now in front of them. Surprise! It's nice to see all of you and your faces. Oh my goodness, it's been such a whirlwind, and I'm happy that I was able to have such a
Does
big
Michelle
group
have a
of
ring on her
guys
finger?
to accompany me as we went through.
I was just going to ask you, when did you realize you had such an amazing group of guys?
Night one.
Yeah.
Just because everyone was just so unique and different, and I don't think that there's two people that are alike that walked through those doors, and so that was pretty special for me.
Obviously, Rodney's here, and he was actually pretty emotional tonight.
Oh my goodness, Rodney, where do I even start? You knew who you were coming into it. You stayed true to that.
Yeah.
You were always kind, regardless if things were going your way or not, and that's something that I can truly respect because it's not always easy to be kind when things are tough. So, Rodney, I really appreciate that.
Of course, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh,
The
Rodney.
way that you truly carried yourself with so much class, so much poise, so much grace. I'm just so happy for you, and I'm just like so proud of you, like everything that we went through.
Jimmy is looking around you like, I just want to punch him.
For everything that you did for me. You know, you said
Jamie's a miserable person.
For me,
He
so
is.
as you know,
He is. He needs.
I'm always Team Michelle cheering for you, and so as long as you're happy, I'm happy, and I just wish you nothing but the best.
Treatment.
Also, Rick is here tonight, another really tough goodbye, and Rick was also emotional tonight. Do you have anything you want to say to him?
Rick showed me commitment. You're already laughing. I feel like you know what I'm going to say.
I'm just glad you didn't start with lettuce wrap.
No, I thought about it. But from day one, you always just showed me that you were all in, and I never forgot about that. So thank you, Rick.
I think you show your commitment though too. Just how much you put yourself out there for everyone to see, and just your vulnerability with all of us, with all the challenges you went through. I think that showed a lot about your character and just the type of person you are, and what we all saw ourselves, and why we cared so much, and why we got emotional when we did have to eventually leave.
Thank you, Rick.
And Jamie's like, why the hell am I still here?
Jamie.
Oh God! Please don't. Martin.
I would say, I think the number one thing that stuck out with me is that this is a person that I could take on life's scariest challenges with, and if she's there, like, we could just.
Michelle, this man is so full of BS.
Also, just like how authentic you were and the way that you connected and cared.
So you're not gonna apologize?
Especially in like the coaching aspect and the way that you're always trying to build people
Tisha,
up.
why are you giving this man breathing space?
My life, and I feel like being around you brought that more out of me. So I'd just really like to applaud you for just being fabulous across the board, because it was definitely a joy for me to get to know you.
Tisha,
you're not gonna apologize?
My question to you is that we did talk about that coaching piece. We did talk about lifting others up and what that looks like. But for me, when you are in that coaching role, that means that you are lifting people up even when they're not around. And so I hear what you're saying about all these different things of how I carried myself and how you respect me. But as I watch back and I see those things that you have said on camera about me going through a spring break mode, you expressed that you felt like the men in the house were below you.
Ooh.
And for me, that's not what a coach does.
Yeah.
That's not anything. That doesn't embody anything that a coach does.
Yeah.
And so I don't understand.
Well, just as a human being,
how you can be so comfortable or quick to express and preach positivity when that's not what you're showcasing 100% of the time.
No.
And that's where I have a problem, is because
Jamie's not going to admit anything. He's going to act like nothing happened.
Any responsibility.
But he's going to cry himself to sleep tonight.
So.
No, please be quiet. We please
wait,
don't continue.
By the words that came out of my mouth.
No.
That's something that I apologize for. Like,
what?
I'm sorry. What? Part of going through and figuring out how we feel about things is that we have to vent it too. Like, you have to get it out. And like, I was in an emotional extreme of feeling like I need to get out of here. And those are the words that I expressed to justify feeling like I wanted to get out. And I took a lot of care while we were on
Oh, look at Romeo. He said, God, make it stop.
Anybody in a negative manner.
In front of their face.
That's not even accurate though. There's literally that one clip. That one clip.
One clip? There's 5.
It was more about me than it was about me going through and expressing my genuine opinion about everybody there. Like, that was never the reason or intention for me to come.
Why are you giving
Words
him?
do matter. And you cannot sit there and tell me that it's just a mistake and that you've learned from it, because I don't feel like you have.
Again, all I can tell you is exactly what it was. Like, hey, I'm venting about my own personal feelings.
So are you sorry?
I just feel like we're going to speak key. And
yeah.
I will close this conversation because I think that it's very clear.
He's not going to change.
Yeah.
Let's just close it.
It is frustrating to sit here and truly not feel that you have learned from those comments and those things that you have said, because your apologies are apologizing because you have to if somebody feels hurt. you're putting it on them, like it's at they're at fault for what you said. I believe in being respectful at all times, whether that's in your friendships, whether that's to your family members, whether that's in your intimate relationships. A relationship is never going to survive if you base it on having to do that and then just always having to backtrack, because words do hurt. And respect is a huge thing. And I choose to either be by myself or be with somebody who respects me, even when they are upset with me or whatever's going on in the world. And for that, I think it's very clear of why this relationship didn't work out.
Okay, so yeah, we just ended it and moving on. Next, please. No.
And I'm someone who definitely believes in taking accountability.
Oh God! Why are you guys still letting this idiot talk?
You felt disrespected by it.
He wants to have the last word.
By it. Those words did come out of my mouth. And so, thank you for sharing how you were feeling. For me to be able to get that perspective, I was in the wrong. And I apologize for that.
Like, you had to go through so much. Just say I'm sorry.
Jamie, thank you for your help.
Michelle's like, okay, whatever.
Just
go on.
And that's how she said, Jamie,
thank you.
More with Michelle.
Yeah.
And February,
We're gonna
we also
leave it
have
at that.
Bloopers. Nobody wants to miss
He's such an
those.
idiot.
Let's take the wheel.
Here's another idiot, Martin.
As you left, you talked about how someone like me doesn't deserve to be with someone like you. And my thing to you with that is, why did you feel that it was okay to belittle me?
I haven't expressed myself sometimes to the best of my abilities. So I do apologize for saying the things that I said in the car. But thanks to this whole process, I did find my soulmate. And I do treat her very much like a queen. You helped me a lot through that process.
He found his soulmate.
To lift women up, because we are not lifted up. And you have to truly understand what that means to treat a woman like a queen. It's listening to her when she's vulnerable and embracing what she's been through instead of calling her immature and pointing at trauma being immature, because those words really do hit deep, not only for me, but so many other women.
Yes.
So that's why I'm here as a man apologizing for what I said in that very moment. I'm not saying that it was okay, I'm apologizing for it.
I do accept the apology.
She's just like,
so
I do accept your apology. She did this to Jamie, I accept your apology. To Martin's like, I accept your apology, because there's no point. You're apologizing and you're saying but.
Oh, I just was, pegging off of Martin. I know you said
He's
that
pegging
I still
off of
feel the
Martin.
in your voice, and I just want to truly apologize. It's nice to see you, and I hope you're doing well, and you found your soulmate.
Thank you, Chris. I will say that you did surprise me several times, even throughout that short journey, and I appreciate you. Thank you, and I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, but he didn't say, because Chris didn't say any mean things about it.
Anyone here that you feel
Well,
like
he
you
did with the guy. Say that women, better looking women than Michelle have.
That's right, I forgot about Rick. She didn't hear that. You remember he said that here. He didn't say it on the thing, so she didn't know. Oh my
I
God.
felt like you always had my best interest at mind, and when you're able to sit down on that couch with me and truly feel and cry those real tears when I was feeling unseen, and the fact that you were able to show that emotion with me in that moment when I was feeling hurt, I felt very connected with you, and it is definitely.
We're gonna snatch you up, Olu.
Yes, Olu.
I do appreciate that, and me personally, I do thank you for this journey. You taught me how to go above and beyond for a woman.
Ooh.
And,
Olu.
Being vulnerable and just,
you need to go to
showing that
Olu.
emotional side.
I've been sliding his DM. Y'all know his D stuck it out.
Like in my previous relationships, so I thank you for that.
Woo! Yes,
Yeah,
Olu.
Michelle, do not clap for Chris S. You didn't hear what Rick said.
I've been waiting for,
Yeah.
and my personal favorite part of this night. I'm so excited, maybe a little nervous. It's blooper time.
Look at this profile.
Oh, Lou. Oh, Lou is
This man got abs on abs on abs. I see that guy. Oh, that's...
Oh.
I didn't seem to be rubbing people off the wrong way.
Rubbing people the wrong way, not rubbing people.
Rubbing people off? Oh my god.
I was gonna do I, but can I start over? It really was the hottest kiss of my life. I'm not. No offense. Okay, not ow. Okay.
Oh, the rings in her hair.
That's a blooper.
It's a bee. It's a bee by his ears.
Oh, he's scared of bees. Brandon's scared of bees.
What am I doing? What do I do? Everyone, what do I do?
So what do I do?
What is that? There's literally a praying mantis that just hopped out from underneath my dress. What? From underneath?
Look at Brandon. He's like, oh god. Okay. Obviously, we don't like the crickets.
That was a praying mantis. Oh.
Rancho Cucamonga. Is it Cucamonga?
She looks really good in red.
Rancho Cucamonga. It literally sounds like a type of chip. Trevor, I'll get you 10. Alright. Are you impressed? Yes.
Her mouth is a mouth. Michelle. That is hilarious.
It wasn't all tears and drama out there. We got some strange, awkward, and hilarious moments. Sure did. When we return, Michelle has narrowed her quest for love down to 3 men.
Ooh.
Brandon, Nate, and Joe.
Ooh.
Will she find her fairy tale ending? Or will she leave this journey brokenhearted? It's an emotional finale that will have
I love
you
her
in tears.
earrings.
And you'll get to see an exclusive sneak peek right after the break. Don't go away.
I don't know how Michelle's feeling. I'm trying to read her body language to see how she's feeling.
Tonight at 11.
Seems a little off.
For a seat on the nation's most controversial school board.
I don't know. She seems a little off.
Yeah, she doesn't know. I don't know if she's happy.
It doesn't look like she's happy.
Did she find love? Did she not find love?
Maybe she chose Nate that he didn't propose to her and they broke up. Because if it was with Brandon, you would not be disappointed.
You will be smiling. You'll be so incredibly
You know,
happy.
I pegged him from the very beginning. When he came out on that bed, I was like, this is going to be your husband. I just knew Brandon. Because there's just something about Brandon.
No. Brandon is in my car. You
No.
have Clay too.
I have Brandon. I said he had a
The
baby
Mr.
face.
Winnie in
No.
3 Women. Him. You had him.
I know. I
had
don't
Brandon.
even. I never even called Clay this name this whole season. He was not on my radar. Y'all got me messed up. Messed up.
No, you do. You're pulling at JB.
No.
Blaming us
Oh, no.
for your pick.
No. No, 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 no. No, ma'am. I rebuke you.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just, I think.
But yeah, hopefully she chose Brandon. Maybe she's just. We'll see. We'll see, Michelle.
I think it'll be extremely hard for her to let Nate go. I don't really see her letting him go. I think it'll be very hard.
She likes Nate a lot. She really likes Nate.
But even his father said
And
he's not
Nate
ready.
Is not ready.
But even if she was acquiescing though,
Michelle
because
will pick Nate. I don't think she will. I think she's gonna listen to his parents who said that he's not ready. I don't think she's gonna pick Nate because she seems to have her head on her shoulders. I don't think she's gonna get confused about that.
Well, we hope.
And I don't think she's gonna pick Joe because she said that no matter what is going on, even if we're not getting along or whatever, respect is very important. And something else she said along that vein where I was like, I don't think she's gonna pick Joe.
Probably not.
Because she'll remember that he ghosted her.
Yeah, I think that it's really hard to come back once you ghost somebody.
Yeah.
It's really hard to come back.
I think she will pick Brandon. That's what I think. I think she's gonna pick Brandon. I think she's gonna do the right thing for herself. She really wants to find somebody.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna pick Brandon, someone who she can get along with, parents can get along with. It's all that is very important.
Yeah.
You know.
Lord have mercy.
So we will see. But it seems as though that's all. Here it's on now. Let's see.
Sneak peek.
Yes.
6 more minutes.
A very revealing and emotional tell-all. Michelle, thank you so much for being here and answering so many tough questions. I know it's hard to be in front of one ex, let alone a gaggle of them. But I know these men are, glad to see you and get some of the closure that they've been looking for.
I actually have something, Michelle.
Oh,
I know on one of our last conversations that we had with each other, you were like, Peter, I'm sorry you didn't get to try your pizza. Well, I actually have a little surprise for everybody here tonight.
Oh, what?
Oh, wow.
Let's see if it's actually overcooked and dry.
Oh, wow.
Look at his face. He said,
Oh my God.
Slice appetit, everybody.
Slice up petite.
Well, I think Will is eating it too.
Thanks, Michelle.
Why are they standing to eat?
Well,
oh, Will is eating it. Will said, "I'm hungry."
This was a lot better than the one I tried.
You want to bury the hat right now? Let's bury the hat. You want to shake and be bygones? I'll put my hand out.
Oh. Oh. Oh, bromance, yo.
It's not a bromance.
It's a bromance. The two bilingual people are hugging. We love that. We love that Italiano and the Spanish person. Too much passion. You know the cultures. It's passionate. That was so cute, though. That was cute. Ooh. Let's see.
And then tune in Tuesday, December 21st, where we'll be coming to you live from what promises to be one of the most surprising and heart-wrenching 3-hour season finales in Bachelorette.
3 hours?
On the 21st.
That's going to be the last episode.
But before that, thank you to Michelle and to our amazing studio audience. It's so great to have you with us. And of course, to you, Bachelor Nation. For me and for my co-host, Tayshia Adams, and for everyone who has been a part of this one, good night and brace yourselves.
Coming up next Tuesday, December 14th, on The Bachelorette.
So it's 2 episodes left.
Nearly at the end of this journey. And I could be engaged in a few days.
Wow.
I have 3 incredible men left.
I'm crazy about you.
I've never had a feeling like when I kissed Nate. He is soulmate material.
Wow.
Joe's my slice of home.
I'm falling in love with you.
There's just something so special about our connection.
I'm kissing the most beautiful woman in the world. Does it get better than this?
I can see spending my life with Brendan.
This is tough for me. I've been so focused on my connection with Michelle that it wasn't until today that I realized I'm not the only one catching feelings for her.
When you're in love with
So it was just 2 of them I
how
saw.
do you know which person is your person?
I feel like went from bros to foes.
I think Nate's ready. No.
Brandon is a good guy, but I'm her guy.
That's my woman. That's my wife.
Oh, yeah.
I want to let these guys know that's my girl.
My concern
concern is that you would become a jealous person.
Who is that?
Feeling for you.
Her father.
I just hope that they're the same.
I am very ready to get down on one knee.
I'm not sure you're 100%. That just changed everything. I could have stronger feelings for him than he does for me. I don't deserve to be constantly heartbroken.
Do you think I will talk to you?
I would be devastated if he decided he couldn't do this.
I found my forever person. I don't want to let this woman go. I don't want her to let me go.
Falling in love is one thing, and then engagement is another thing. Which of those are you ready for?
Okay, so it apparently it's either Joe or Brandon that left, and
oh no!
Yeah, with the
Hey! Look at Tisha. She says Olu. They both have the same orange or red.
Oh, Rodney! Look at him hugging her.
Do you?
Looks a little dry to me. But
so wow. Okay.
It looks like Nate's definitely is in their top two because it's only 2 people that get to go meet her parents, and that's after the overnight dates. 3 people go on the overnight dates, and then 2 people get to meet her parents. So Nate was definitely one. We did not see who else was the other guy.
However, you said, what did you say?
First is the overnight dates. It's 3 of them.
Who was that lady who was telling Nate you're not ready?
That's her mom. You don't remember her?
Tisha's mom had red hair. It wasn't blonde hair.
Michelle's mom had blonde hair. Remember they caught them in the tub, Brandon?
No, Michelle's mom has, not Tisha. Michelle's mom has brown hair.
No, Michelle's mom has blonde hair.
No.
And Mom, we can roll tape. Michelle's mom has brown hair, white to
I
that's
think that's
blonde hair.
Nate's mom.
No, it's not. That's definitely not Nate's mom.
Is that Brandon's mom?
No, it's not.
I think that's Brandon's mom.
No, Mom, because nobody meets anybody else's parents but Michelle now.
So people are just gonna meet Michelle's parents now.
Yeah, those are literally the parents that were sitting there when Brandon and Michelle were caught in the bathtub.
I could have sworn that mom's hair was brown, but anyway,
No.
I'm gonna go with what you're saying.
Yeah,
because
but that's the father. Everybody can see that he's not ready. I don't know who else she chose, but
so
we definitely
Nate is definitely there. But I see Brandon. Brandon comes to her and says, "Can
I
we
talk to you?"
I think before she gives the rose.
Yeah.
Maybe
he felt like he was about to leave. I don't know.
And he says, I cannot let her go. I'm going to tell her. Maybe he heard something from Nate, and he says, I am going to come and fight for her.
Yeah. Either that, or she told him that he has got to go, and he said, oh, hell. Well, no, because she talks to him anyway if he goes. I think he went and told her before the rose.
Before.
Yeah.
When she had already chosen Nate, probably.
Well, Nate's is already chosen for sure. So
I
think...
and then he says, let me go to her quick now before she makes a decision. She chose somebody that wasn't Brandon. And so he goes to her, this is what I think. And he says to her, we need to talk. Can I talk to you before you give out the rose? Let me talk to you. And then he goes and tells on Nate or Joe. Somebody said or did something and he found out. And he says, I need to tell her. I need to be a snitch. I need to tell her. I need to tell her. Or maybe he just wants to tell her how much he loves her, too.
I don't know. The way that man looked determined now. He looked determined. He was like, can I speak to you?
And I think even after he said all that, maybe she still let him go, and that's why she got on the floor crying. Or maybe she was going to let him go, and she had to let somebody else go. Because she wasn't ready to let go.
Maybe.
But then, will that be a thing like Tasha and Zach? Where you choose Brandon, but then...
Listen, Tasha is a different person than Michelle. Let's not do that.
Thinking, man, I should have... you know... I don't know now.
It's all just too much for my little heart to bear.
Even with Rachel and Brian, any day now, and I'm like, okay, maybe they really work. Maybe they really work. But she says that Brian is still as romantic with her as he was when he was on the show.
That's important. You need to be dating your husband and your wife. You need to continue to date.
So she said he's still very loving, still very kind.
Yeah.
You know, still brings the romance.
Still chasing her.
Yeah. So that's the only thing that gives me hope because, you know, they haven't had a child yet. So I'm just like, you know. But, yeah.
All right, y'all. It actually has been quite
much.
a
It's been,
bit.
Yes, it's been
too
quite,
much.
Really
too
quite
much.
good. Yeah. It's been really nice, though.
Yeah.
Seeing them and, you know.
Peter, your pizza still looked dry to me. If it was not dry, the
thin.
cheese should have been oozing off. The sauce should have been peeling over the pizza.
Well, you know what it is? Maybe they bit it and the cheese came out. You know how you bite it?
No, that cheese stays. It
seems like a very thin pizza. But you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that Iverson Mall pizza that you like so much.
First of all, that Iverson Mall is gold. It's gold, okay? Yeah. That pizza is
this
amazing.
One has more of a red, but I think that he probably uses sauce that he makes himself. It looks like homemade sauce.
I mean, but the Italian place I go to, they make their sauce themselves. They've been there for almost 20 years.
Okay.
Mama Lucci, y'all gotta check it out. If y'all in Maryland or y'all live in Temple Hills, check out Mama Lucci. Best pizza in town. Phenomenal.
They have another place. They have another store. Somewhere in Maryland.
This is not an ad, but we were talking about pizza, and now I'm hungry. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It is Mary
and Amma.
And see you guys. When would we see you guys?
Not tomorrow. Friday.
Oh,
yeah,
God. We have like almost no
Bachelorette
shows.
is not there on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And the reunion already happened with Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
And
they don't show
Thursday
again.
we didn't have anything that we did on Thursday. So it's Friday. Saturday, are we still, what are we doing? Oh, Huntsville is still on, the second reunion.
Oh, yeah.
And then Sunday is the other way, but I think the other way's finished.
I'm not sure.
The other way's finished because they already did the reunion.
Well, what are they going to be showing Sunday? Oh my God, all our shows are finishing. You guys, please drop down new shows.
You know why? It's because...
Well, Sister Wives is on.
Yeah, but you know why? It's because it's around the holidays. That's why.
Yeah.
And then after the holidays, everything else will come back on.
Yeah, but you guys, for the holiday
season...
season...
is supposed to come on the 12th of December. I can't remember what show that was.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But if you guys have other shows y'all want us to review, please put it down below.
Yes.
Comments.
Yes.
So we can keep this thing up and moving. So y'all got something to watch in the holidays.
Yes. Maybe during this time, maybe we can do Real Housewives or something of one of the...
We're supposed to be watching... Maybe we can watch Portia season finally on Sunday.
That is so true. We'll have time.
Yeah. Well, good night, you guys. And to all a good night.
We will see you on Friday.
Woo, woo, woo.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.